Hello.
Bum 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 bum. Uh, how is everyone doing today? Let me see if I can get some more music. More music. Oh, here we go. All right. Um, hold on. I'm not feeling that one. Mall Lo-Fi, Camino Lo-Fi. I'm Ray Lo-Fi. Let's do some Ray. So what is up, what is up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? It's the 4th of July. It's wonderful. It's nice, you know. Hope all y'all enjoying the fireworks. And, hope all y'all enjoying the fireworks today, because we're playing some Battlefront 2. Let me see here. Let me get this up. So we're gonna be just like hanging, chilling for a little bit, talking about what people are thankful in our country and whatnot, or just enjoying, talking about Star Wars, and we're just enjoying some games, just having some games. Start. I'm gonna do some heroes versus villains first. Yo, Dan the man, what up, my bro? What up, bro? Happy 4th of July to you as well. Love Star Wars intro tune. I gotta ask if it would be possible for Maul and Ahsoka to join Luke's academy in your revitalized Chapter 5. We'll have to see. I've been working on Chapter 5, but I've been focused on Plagueis lately, so I released a new clip of Plagueis. People have to see the. People will have to go see the. People will have to go see the. To see the full fight with Venomous and Plagueis, they'll have to watch episode 1, which should be coming up soon. It's being scored, and I already edited all of. We streamed that a couple weeks ago, I think. But it's revitalized Chapter 5. Probably, I'll try to get out the end of the summer, or I know it's been like a couple years now since I released. It's going on like this 2 years now since. I think I'll try to release a couple. Yeah. Hello, Starlight. How you doing? I'm thankful that I was born at the time when Star Wars was at its peak, aka prequels, Battlefront, Force Unleashed. That was a good time. I grew up. My Star Wars was Star Wars Episode 3, and it was Star Wars Episode 2 and 3, and then it was the Clone Wars. Although I think I was.
Welcome to the forest moon of mayhem.
I think I was honestly.
Will fall from trees. Only time will tell.
You still have much to learn, my young apprentice.
Bulky religion is an ancient weapon, no match for a good blaster.
Alright, look at that, I'm already triggered them.
You still have much to learn.
Already triggering them. Oh.
Never has evil been humiliated so quickly.
Oh, right into Vader, huh? I was actually I rewatched so hold on, I just find it funny this guy is so mad at me.
Down and dirty tactics pay
damn.
off for the dark side.
Oh, you know what? I could just, you know, I'm already triggering a lot of this. Hold on now. I want to piss off the Saber guys. So I'm not gonna answer any Acolyte questions. Alright, this guy wants to play? Let's play. Oh, fuck you. Ah. Fucking Vader. I totally lost my train of thought because of this game. Sorry. So, any questions about Acolyte? I will know nothing because I'm done with the show. I've not seen the next episode, and that's pretty much how it's gonna be. These guys are mad.
Speak does not make you intelligent.
These guys are so mad.
Submit to me.
Han told me a story. Don't get sloppy, okay?
These guys are so cringe.
Look, Jabba, next time you want to talk to me, come see me yourself. Don't send one of these twerps.
Alright. Yeah. I really hate the
I don't sense anything.
There we go again. Can't see shit.
A fate worse than disintegration for the heroes.
Pokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a blaster by your side.
Grand Ocean Thunder from Bosk.
The smuggler comes to their aid. I feel the life in you.
Quitting this game. Rage quit. Sorry, I think that Boba Fett was hacking. I was just really getting irritated. Alright, let me read the chat. America, fuck yeah. If you use this iteration of Battlefront graph for your projects, then powers will have doubled since the last time we went. I wish. I mean, I wish I could do this the way I want it to. But what's up, Procyon? Evening, my friend. My favorite part in the Acolyte is when she said it's Acolyte time. Truly one of the most moments of the time. Natalie Portman is Abeloth. Do it. She could. You never know. I heard a rumor they were going to bring Abeloth and Ahsoka. I don't know how they're going to do that. But okay. Whatever. Abeloth. I don't know how that'll work out. I'm loving Kenobi's journey in Prism show. I'll say what I said before. Prism, it's not like a rivalry or stuff. I'm glad you're liking his stuff. I think there's something off about his content, and you know, you can judge mine for all it's worth. But does anyone feel like Prism's content? I mentioned him before. I can't believe it, and it's not a rivalry or. It's like I'm not like jealous or anything, but does like anyone feel like there's something off with his content? Like it's AI generated? I don't know. I'm glad you're liking it, but I kind of zoned out of the Prism stuff ever since he decided to have Cal Kestis come upon Kenobi. I think that's such a stretch, and I think Cal Kestis just being there kind of detracts from whatever kind of story. I don't know. The story's getting too complicated for a Kenobi show, for sure. But yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate. I don't like Prism stuff because I think there's something off about it. Yeah, I just feel like there's maybe some AI. It's mainly all AI generated, or, you know, I'm guilty of using AI too. I've used AI to refine some of my writing. But the reliance on AI it's becoming a problem in just content in general. And I really feel like you can't just take things, cobble them together, and say, you know, generate me this story if I had this and that, because it's not going to work out for the most part, visually. But it's a way to, I guess it's a way to show your story. But come on, AI images and AI voice, not going to work out. Not going to work out for me. because sooner or later someone's gonna have to do something themselves. But I guess that's the way things are. It's like the content you're now getting is AI generated. But I'm glad you're liking Prism stuff. I wish I would feel the same. Who else? Yo, what's up, Devron? Pick some Jedi Sith already. No, I was just doing that to piss that guy off, but something was off about that whole match, so I got out of it. And I think it's because Obi-Wan was or no, it was because the Boba Fett was, I think there was just something off about that group. I don't know, is the hacking or if they're just sweaty fat neckbeards, but I was just not enjoying that match. Having Kestis meeting Kenobi it's not just that. They have a whole plot with Kenobi and Kestis doing something, and I don't think the story is well told. It detracts from the whole I would think, they mentioned Quinlan Voss in the original show. Wouldn't it make more sense for Quinlan Voss to help Kenobi? Because he's the one, you could write that, Quinlan Voss is leading the underground and Kenobi needs to help him. That would have made more sense. But just having Cal Kestis there, it's like you just cherry pick like any character you like, and this game's over with. Oh boy. It's you need to make your story believable. If you're gonna do that stuff, like I've done it before, you need to make it believable. And if you're gonna contextualize it like that, so I'm probably in the minority but honestly, I don't care. I've always preferred Kenobi being off-world at some point. That's not the point I'm trying to say. It's Kenobi could be off-world too. That was the whole point, I think, of, and this match is broken. Oh shit. Oh shit. But all right, well, we have to restart Battlefront. It's not that's not the point I'm making. There's just something off about the whole thing. Nothing against Star Killers in the no. Star Killers involved in the show. Star Killers in the Prism stuff. I've seen glimpses and pieces of it. Star Killer, Cal Kestis and Star Killer. No. He seriously put Star Killer in the Kenobi is Awesome show. There's nothing against that, like, but that does not sound right. Cal Kestis and Star Killer. What does Star Killer have to do with Kenobi? Star Killer is separate from Kenobi. The only thing Star Killer did with Kenobi is in the original Force Unleashed is when the droid used Kenobi's likeness to piss off Vader so that the rebel meeting could escape. I haven't played the Force Unleashed in a while. You can't just cherry pick characters and put them in a room. You have to make it work. And I would never write Star Killer meeting Kenobi. I would never write Cal Kestis. If I was going to write Cal Kestis meeting Kenobi, I would probably do it later on. No, hold on. I got that wrong. Kenobi's dead after A New Hope. So I think Cal Kestis meeting Ahsoka and Luke Skywalker is more believable than him meeting Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that's just my opinion. So to speak. What exactly is off about it to you? I just said, Dan the Man. I just explained it to you, Dan the Man. I feel like, so it's not the storytelling and whatnot. Well, actually, yeah, it's the storytelling. When I mean off, I think what I mean is the way it's made. I think Prism and it's just the guy. It's the channel itself. It's not his like. If it's his story, okay, well that's his story. Him, Mikhail Kestis. I think the way he's doing it is not. I don't like AI voice and AI images because I think that's just lazy. I don't. AI voices are, and besides, AI voices are gonna get banned. Or AI in general is just kind of get diminished in YouTube. But I don't think a good idea. It's not a way to make a story. And I feel like what is off is I think some of the writing in the Prism stuff, it's AI generated. That's just how I feel. But again, AI can be used as a tool, not disregarding it. But every video I've seen of that Prism guy is just AI this, AI that. So it raises eyebrows. I did a Force Awakens or Force Awakens Revitalized a while ago with AI voice, and I'll say this, I will not use AI voices because some of the voice actors, I use some AI voices in, well, I won't rely on AI voices, but it's becoming kind of a taboo thing in some of the projects that you shouldn't, you're not, it's kind of just becoming a looked down upon thing. That being said, I'm not totally against AI art. You can come up with some good shit with AI art. There's like different levels of AI art that you could use. From what he's using, he's just mainly like using Midjourney with maybe some modifications and some AI stuff, which is fine. Not dogging it, but I don't know. Just if I'm gonna ask me, generate an image of Kenobi and Cal Kestis, or Dominic, what I forget his name, the actor who plays Cal Kestis, etc., etc. Even the images don't. It's just it's off. I just feel off. I feel like there's an underlying. But again, some people like it, some people don't like it. I personally think I'm done with the whole AI stuff. Some people don't know how to get their story told, and if they think AI is a good tool to use it, go ahead. Some people might like it, some people might not. I'm not judging them. Theory uses AI voices in some of this stuff, and so I disagree with some of that, but that's what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. All right. Is this game? Am I gonna be able to play a game? This is Galacticus Empire. I agree with Starlight. I think the use of AI is not ethical. It is okay to get some ideas, but it's getting a bit lazy. If anything is a cool what if story, I just prefer it hard canon for me versus Kenobi show outside of the Quinlan reference. That's still canon to me. All right. I was actually rewatching some of the Kenobi show, and I'm baffled by
all marked positions.
the fight with Vader, and so I had to like rewatch it. The fight with Kenobi and Vader is pretty good, like choreographed pretty good, I think. I think the big problem is that you can barely see what's going on. Like you can barely like tell what is going on in that fight scene because it's so like shaky. It's just, I think the issue, and that's one of the big issues with Kenobi is the poor direction. They should have got a better director. I can safely say, even though I don't like the show at all, I think it's trife. I do think the fight scenes and the choreography and the director they had for the Acolyte fight scenes is much better. It's much better than the Kenobi show. So I'll give it that. And I actually like that final battle scene with Vader and Kenobi. It's a bright light in what I think is a mid-show. Right.
We captured S. Grenade out.
See, if I did the Kenobi show, like someone said, I would direct it, or you know, I want you to direct it, and I was like, all right. I would get a director who would. I would say, you know, have the focus be on the fight. Don't shake the camera. Just don't shake the camera. You know, shaky cam gives a false illusion of movement, I think. If you saw my recent Venomous clip, there is some shaky cam, but that's like supposed to show the frantic side of a fight. And plus, it's a machinima, so. But I'm not trying to like give you guys some film theory, you know, summary of shaky cam. I just hate shaky cam in general. It's kind of nauseating, don't you think? Appreciate you, brother. These few months make the whole show seem better. Thank you. I think Bessie Star Wars comics is a complete Star Wars comics. Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. Star Wars comics, maybe.
The Imperials have us cornered. We must counterattack and reclaim those command posts.
We're taking point S. Darth Vader is here.
Damn, we're getting cooked. I'm just getting cooked in this game. I have a question with your... Did Luke and Mara Jade raise Rey until the Jedi Temple was attacked? I would say she was... well, it's going to be explained in The Force Awakens Revitalized, which me and Sonam are working on. We're working on it slowly, but I think Rey was a baby, or I think... See, I'm going to write that she actually got a concussion from the attack. I think it was the Jedi Temple attack. Rey gets the concussion, Mara Jade takes her, and... or Luke has Mara Jade take her to... Mara Jade takes her to Jakku and gives her to Kyle Katarn, or Lor Santeca. That's his Elias, and that's a weird thing, you know. Lor Santeca, what relevance did he bring to the sequels? Like, why was... apparently he's a priest of the Wills? I don't know, I don't get that. It would have just been better for him just to have been like an old Jedi who used to be a... That would have been interesting if he was a Jedi like Kyle Katarn or something. He's going to be in my version, so... I didn't see the rest of your question. Give me a second.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Hold on, how this guy like get up so quickly? I'm going Luke.
I'm a Jedi.
Let me read your quote. Yeah. Rey was given to Kyle Katarn, who then had Uncle Ploot, pretty much, you know, in my story, he's more just the guy that gives money to Rey. What relevance she does, you know.
You don't give up easy. Go, go! Try to cut him off.
How are you cited for Vader, Furious Vader Episode 3? It's cool. His next fan films episode's coming. I'll check it out when it comes out. So.
I think we lucked out.
These are fathers.
We'll stop you.
Oh shit. Are you serious? Really? Ah, damn. Have yet to see TLJ or you should see The Rise of Skywalker revitalized. Looking back on it now, I like The Rise of Skywalker more than Last Jedi. Or no, I like The Rise of Skywalker more than Last Jedi revitalized. And I think it's mainly because I could have edited it, I could have trimmed it a little better. There's a lot of parts where just characters stand around and say nothing. I should have done that a little bit better. What do you guys think? You guys like the, I think everyone agrees though Rise of Skywalker is the better movie. You don't even need to watch Last Jedi. You could just skip right into the Rise of Skywalker. The only issue is that Luke died in The Last Jedi and he's alive in The Rise of Skywalker. You could believe that maybe he didn't die or whatever. Oh shit. We're gonna lose this, damn. The power of manners. The power of one. The power of poo. The power of manners.
This is it, people. We have to shape up or face defeat.
Ready for a fight?
The power of these. The powers of nuts. The power of these nuts. I personally think, besides Maul Endgame, The Rise of Skywalker is my best work. I think the Plagueis movie I'm working on is gonna be my best work. Because it is adaptation of a novel. My first adaptation of a novel. I'm glad people are appreciating machinimas nowadays. You know, I know it's like it's PS2 cutscenes. I hear the same complaints, but it's just the way I like to do things. The power of poo, the power of pee, the power of restroom.
This fight has become a battle of attrition which we can't win. Tatooine will have to suffer the Imperial yoke for a while.
The power
we
of
will be
shit.
back.
The
Mark
power
my
of
words.
piss. The power of Jersey. Alright. Well, that was a failed game. Time to do Clone Wars. I did answer the question about Lore Santeca. There. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing now. Seeing now. Yeah, the Kenobi show had good elements. It just wasn't executed good. The last scene with Vader was good. Riva maybe on paper worked. I don't think she worked in execution. She just screams her lines most of the time in that show, which is disappointing. And I think she should have got killed by Vader. I think she would have been redeemed if she died to Vader. The fact that she goes to Luke's house and try to get chases him around trying to kill Luke Skywalker, I kind of felt that was jumping the shark for me. It was jumping the shark. But I think for the most part, the show was it wasn't good, but it wasn't bad like Book of Boba. I think it was. I think it was. I don't think it. There's now after Acolyte, there's really more of a low bar and now to surpass. And Kenobi is not really redeemed in my eyes. I think Ahsoka is redeemed in my eyes. I think Ahsoka is fine. Now that I think it is, Ahsoka is a mess, but it's much better than what I thought it would be, so to speak. Okay, let me read some of the chat here. Even though you revitalized, had characters standing around temporarily, it had way more depth. Thank you. Is Finn force sensitive and the rise of Skywalker revitalized? Yes, he is. He is force sensitive. I mean, he's able to force jump on the Millennium Falcon in midair. All right, should Dan the Man watch Rise of Skywalker revitalized? I'm raising my hand. If he doesn't like the sequels, I know he likes the idea of Finn being a Jedi. Well, in my opinion, that's the way I did it. I'm not gloating and stuff, but give Finn that lightsaber, man, that Jedi Temple lightsaber, Jedi Temple guard. What if Ahsoka joined them all? It better be your best, or I will show you off. Gotta get these Battlefront graphics up in there, man. Listen, if someone ever made a Jedi Knight, if someone ever did this, okay, where I can use maps and I can use animations, I would do it. It's just I can't, man.
Only time will tell.
Vader, I sense the darkness and the light.
What up?
I find your lack of sleep.
The Bower 2. Tell me your thoughts on Kumir. Okay. If Kumir is a Sith,
Building a lightsaber. Now!
An unobservant hero
No,
falls
what?
as the villains begin their attack.
no.
Bring your army. I'm ready.
Scanning pulse sector.
Did your best.
Oh my! I hate Boba Fett, dude. Boba Fett, man. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think the whole Luke thing was forced and kind of. I don't know. It's just bad. It was badly. That part was badly written. She should have died to Vader. She should have died to Vader. Her purpose was done in the show, and the fact she has no purpose in the universe after that. It's not even yeah. It's just I hated that whole thing. I hated it.
Okay.
It kind of I feel like it did in a way betray the whole exile thing because the whole point was
evil team takes the lead.
I would go back. Commander Cody is supposed to protect Luke while Kenobi's away, just bring back Commander Cody. I think that would fix that. That would have been the best way to do things. The boss is somewhere. Can't see anything.
No reward is worth this.
Okay, these guys are just bad.
Pokey religion.
Loki religions and ancient weapons are no thing for a blaster kid.
Fredo's gonna leave without giving you a goodbye kiss.
I can't see anything.
There's a price on my head. If I don't pay off Jabba the Hutt, I'm a dead man.
Pokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a blaster by your side.
Never thought you'd work with rebels.
Can't see anything. I want to ask everyone who thinks I should go to MegaCon next year. I'm thinking about it. I'm going through some stuff, but I'm hoping if I can catch up on stuff, I might go to MegaCon. Would anyone want to meet up at MegaCon? That would be interesting.
Solo Hyper Slays the competition.
They'd be crazy to follow us, wouldn't they?
Here, you big coward.
That's incoming.
Greetings, my friend from Turkey. Do you believe in life after love? Oh.
Path to ultimate bragging rights, 50% complete.
Should I go play a different game? Do you believe in life after love?
Watch for incoming.
Job is a job.
We're ready. I'm not sure.
Do you believe in life after love?
Okay, check this out.
Oh shit. Oh. I don't know what this team's on about, but I'm just getting kills here. There he goes.
With us?
I'm not going anywhere.
There's Plagueis. Ow. Andor was a good show. I think Andor was a good show. I think it was what Star Wars should be. It's new Star Wars done right. Acolyte is new Star Wars done wrong. So,
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
you know, you could take the whole like politics side of Acolyte out of it. It's still a badly written show. I think it's still a badly written show run by a person. I think Leslie Headland is so full of herself, and I just think a lot of nepotism's in that show. Kimir, someone asked me about Kimir earlier. I don't think I gave a proper answer. I'll say this about him: if he's a Sith, if he is a Sith, I'm not gonna like that. Are they gonna show the novel Siths, Darth Tenebrous and Darth Venomous and stuff? Are they? That's gonna remain a question. Are they gonna have Darth Plagueis just be played by some generic human man? You know, for all extents and purposes, they might not even show Plagueis or Tenebrous at all in this show. I mean, they reference kurtosis, which is an odd thing to use, I guess. And from what I understand, they're on a planet that's like, they are possibly on the planet of Bal Demnik, which is, it's kind of making me iffy. It's really making me iffy about what exactly they're doing. Are they just taking things from Legends because? I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't feel it. Don't feel it.
Pokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
Mm-hmm. What Han Solo said. GG. Well, this game's over with. This is a pretty boring heroes versus villains match. I'm just gonna kill someone and end it.
How's this?
Once again, the fearless determination of the Princess of Alderaan resolves.
Okay. Let's read some of the comments. I really enjoyed Ahsoka joined Maul. The series proves a good point. Thank you. They would essentially start a second Jedi War, Civil War. That's true. Give Finn the respect he deserves. I'll tell you this to his story with Ryan, adult Grogu, Jason Sindola. That might be cool. That sounds like what they're doing with Star Wars Prodigy. Oh, I'm sorry. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Starlight said, saving up for Star Wars Celebration, I'm afraid. Would love to meet everyone. Yeah, I wish I was rich to go to Star Wars Celebration. Unfortunately, no. It's out of my price range. MegaCon, though, seems reasonable. If I can save up for it. I've never been to that area before. And but there's some people in the theory, a lot of people in the theory groups that want me to go and stuff. I'm thinking about it, but now's not like, no, I'm not thinking about it. Probably in a few months, I'll make a decision if I'm going or not. I thought the show was, yeah, Andor. I do agree on that. Andor demolished Kenobi. Kimmer is a follower of the Sith teachings, but not one of the rule of two Sith. He's a Sith. I'm just gonna be honest. They think the viewer. Nothing gets people who like the show, but they treat the viewer, the audience, the Star Wars fans like idiots. They the show is poorly written, and then out of the nowhere they pull out Cortosis. I don't think he's a Sith. There is no it's ands or buts. He's a Sith. Rule of 2 Sith, there's no separate Sith. A Sith's a Sith. The Sith have not been seen in a millennium. Ki Mundi, for some reason, is alive during this time, and et cetera, et cetera. Back to it. I'm waiting until the Acolyte drops in full. Check it out later. That's reasonable. I'll just say I think the beginning of Acolyte is not too bad. It's not good, but it's not like bad. I would say it's mid. Episode 3 is when I feel the show just stops caring. After that, it's kind of mixed. Where episode 4, I didn't watch episode 4. I watched episode 5 to watch the fight scene, and the fight scene was okay. Probably the best episode in the show. And then I didn't watch the last episode, and I watched some clips of it. I watched what's her name, Osha, looking at that Sith dick. Can't believe they had that. I can't believe they had that in a Star Wars show of all things. First it was Kylo Swallow Ren, and now it's, I don't know. Okay, but back to what I was saying. I'm not watching Acolyte anymore. I'm not going to reflect on it. I'll reflect on some of the subjects, like Kimmer is a Sith or whatever. If that's how you pronounce his goddamn name. They are legends, so technically Disney can... Yeah, that's true. I've been hearing the discourse with the Acolytes. Plagueis or Tenebris could be Kimmer Master. That's possible. It could just be Plagueis, because I don't think they care about Tenebris, but it just wouldn't make sense. It really wouldn't make sense. I'm not, again, not liking this show so far. I don't understand how the Acolyte... Yeah, no, it's it's nearly $200 million, to correct you, Starlight. And I think a huge issue with the Acolyte is that for all the money they put in this show, at times it doesn't look that good. It just, it feels like, well, I think Theory had a good point. It's basically $1 million a minute, and you don't really see that a lot in in the first episode. You can make a case, or the second. After that, it kind of just stops. It stops right there. I think the issue is you have all this money, and you're going to put in a show like this, and it's not even written well. Meanwhile, you have Kenobi, and Kenobi just feels like the cheapest. It's just a cheap show. It's so cheap, and so cheap looking to look at. You feel like it was quickly made in Nevada. A lot of the stuff with Vader fighting and stuff, it was made in Nevada, by the way. It just boggles my mind. Why would you put $200 million in a show that no one asked for, compared to the Kenobi show, which people were excited for, which only got $90 million? Divide the $90 million per episode of Kenobi. It's Everest math time. We're gonna okay. It's Everest math time. Woohoo! Get your floaties. The storm is coming. We're gonna talk about this. All right, Everest math time. So, can I get a Google calculator? Okay. So if Kenobi is if Kenobi was 6 episodes, correct? Yeah, Kenobi. Okay. 90 divided by 6 is 15. So that's 15 million per episode. Okay, so 15 million per episode. House of the Dragon cost per episode. A much better show, by the way. 20 million. So let's divide that. 10 times Okay, 20 times 10. I think it's probably 20 times 10 is 200 million. That seems reasonable. Yet Kenobi 90 divided by 20 or not divided by 6. Okay, is 15 million. So that's cheap. That's cheaper than House of the Dragon, which is 10 episodes. There's 4 more episodes in that show. Okay. So there's 8 episodes of 180 million divided by 8. So, actually, let's round it up. Let's go 200. Let's just imagine they 200. Okay. So, 22 million, 25 million. For every episode of the show, it's more expensive than House of the Dragon. So 25 million. So 25 million per episode. Compared to Kenobi, which was 50 million, which was a miniseries. That boggles my mind. That really boggles my mind. Kenobi episodes. Kenobi had 6 episodes. Okay, so I was right about that. And this was a miniseries. It has Darth Vader. It literally has Darth Vader, and it literally has Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor. So how much was? All right, so we need to look how fraudulent this show is. Ewan McGregor. How much was his salary for Obi-Wan Kenobi? There, I'm gonna assume he was paid a couple million for Kenobi. So was Ewan McGregor, and then you can divide the rest of the costs. I don't buy that Kenobi was 15 million. I think an episode of Kenobi costed the same as Godzilla -1. The same as this movie. An episode of Kenobi costed the same as a movie as Godzilla -1, the greatest Godzilla movie ever made, and that this was only made for 15 million. And you could say, well, Japanese artists were, they were worked hard and stuff. Well, that's Japan. We're talking, and this movie looks better than all the episodes of Kenobi. My brain is melting. My brain is melting. Why did they? I think it boggles down to quality versus quantity. Quality, you get the star. Quantity, you get the wall. It really boggles down to that. But I'm gonna repeat myself. It boggles my mind why you would just neglect Kenobi. By the way, Andor had a bigger budget. I'm not even gonna look to that. Andor was shot on location, had a way bigger budget than Kenobi, which had A-list star like Ewan McGregor, and then Hayden Christensen, currently one of the most revered Star Wars actors right now. Literally, Anakin Skywalker coming back for maybe a few episodes. He was in episode 3. He wasn't in the suit a lot, but he was in episode 6 and 3, I think. Still, it boggles my mind that they put so much money in The Acolyte, a show no one asked for, a show that people were apprehensive about, and a show that no one likes now. Wow. How to treat how to treat quality versus quantity. That's for sure. Oh, quality versus quantity. And then, by the way, to make matters worse, I read that Leslie Headland, they couldn't get Yoda because of budget, and they couldn't show the Wookiee Jedi fighting, like actually engaging in combat because of the budget. They had 200 million. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. And I don't know why I'm thinking about it, but people bring it up. People bring it up. All right, let's go back to Battlefront. All right, let me read the comments here. Pennington said money laundering. Because the Jedi actively involved with the Kimmer investigation are all dead. What's up, Sotico? How you doing? How you doing, my man? And then Cortosis metal can short out lightsabers and legends. Yes, that's just an odd thing. They're kind of contradicting canon, and then they bring out Acolyte. It's 60 million because most budgets include the budget for marketing. It's actually, Sotico. No, the budget that they report is not. They don't include marketing in the show, I think. So it would be 300 million, but that's for every show that comes out at Disney Plus. I would assume. So let's assume that Kenobi was really 150 million, but that's including the marketing. It was still 90 million in production, which is cheap. It was made cheaply. It was mainly made in the volume. It was mainly in house at Disney. I mean, we saw the set photos and stuff of all the fortress and the Vader stuff was filmed in house. I do know that for sure. Sorry, it's more like bad. All right, there's some debate. Was Star Wars Fairy voicing Darth Vader in your last fan film? Yes, that was him. That was him. He wanted to collab, and he was interested in providing his vocals for that. I'm hope he likes it a lot. You know. I'm hoping he watches episode 1 when it drops. I think he's focused on Acolyte, but I think he's Acolyte. The Plagueis movie will probably come out after Acolyte ends. That's what we're aiming for. I'm gonna say middle of July, maybe the end of the month, but it will be a good thing to talk about. Just really, you don't have to care for the animation. I just think the subject of Plagueis is an interesting thing, and people who have never read the novel can just watch the fan animation, and maybe that'll compel them to read the book. But if they want to just watch, again, the fan animation kind of just like, I did my best to kind of just, just show it. Basically, you're getting a visual of what you're reading, is what I'm trying to get. And let me see. The whole Harvey Weinstein assistant thing is a trip through. Yeah, if you're talking about Leslie Headland. Yeah, maybe you know what? Maybe she has like some dirt on some producers, and so she gets more positions that way. It was during COVID too, so it took longer to produce. Actually, no. So Tico, on the subject of Kenobi, I don't think it was that hard to produce it. Was it delayed? I don't think so. Cuz they filmed, so Kenobi was pretty, it was pretty. See, when Kenobi was first like filmed, I think it was filmed during the the summer of 2021. I don't think there was any delays. I think unless I'm wrong, if someone can get me an article, but I think it was filmed pretty swiftly. Again, it was filmed pretty quickly and stuff. They started filming in June, July. It went to September. It was filmed pretty briefly. and then the following summer, again, they came out with the show. See how quick that was barely a year before they came out with the Kenobi show. They filmed it, they edited it, and it's done. It was just it's quantity over quality. They wanted to get that show out as quickly as they could. But back to reading. How did my Godzilla -1 cost less than the Acolyte? Well, it's Japan, and they kind of like again. It's a smaller industry than Hollywood, but they're visual artists. The director even helped with the visual. But again, artists are kind of paid less in visual artists are paid less in Japan. But still, it's still an astounding achievement to have a movie that Oscar winning, and it's only 15 million. And it feels like I think Godzilla -1 was my favorite movie last year. It's on Netflix. If no one's seen it, watch Godzilla -1. Even if you're not a Godzilla fan, it's an awesome possum movie. It's an awesome movie. I saw it in the cinema. Love that movie. Love how Wikipedia and those supporting them in real life changing Ki-Adi-Mundi species lore just as episode 4 of The Acolyte popped up, and then blamed Star Wars Fury for those shitting on the series. It was kind of a mix of, it was just bad communication. It's not Theory's fault at all. I don't think it's his fault. Though it's just that whole controversy was a mix of just bad communication from all the people. I also think the fan base, for the most part, I think we can agree that some of the fan base are kind of mental, and they need to kind of just take it back, and it's just a show. Don't befriend people with murder and shit, because that's no. Do I need to get a Sonic says down 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 now? Oh, that's no good. I'll get it right now.
No good. That's no good.
Exactly. Just people. The same with Wikipedia. Oh. I didn't mean to listen to some music, but also been watching your work with Plague series for equipment. I love your dedication. Yeah, it's both sides. I also think the Wikipedia apologists are also guilty of this, because they were like literally saying that Theory's head should be beheaded for stuff. Just people are fucking insane sometimes. I want to just get that like lightsaber whip and just whip some of these people. It's like, no, shut up. Put them back in their seat. No, enough of the threats, enough of the violence, enough of the, get off your fucking keyboard and do some, go out and garden or something. So, Ki-Adi-Mundi. Another thing with the Ki-Adi-Mundi thing, it's also their job to change it, because he's there, and it's kind of his job to make sure he's alive and stuff and whatnot. I take no side in that argument. But really? Dookie shooter? What a okay. Are we gonna get a real game of Clone Wars supremacy? I need to I've also heard the argument like if you don't like it, stop watching. Well, that's what I'm doing now. I didn't watch the last episode. I watched episode 5. That was an exception. I don't know the plot other than some references and possibly Bald Demnick and some clips I've seen. So, but I do think that sometimes people watch because they want to, they kind of want to like give their criticism. It's fine, give criticism. people should learn better than, people shouldn't just eat this crap either. Plagueis. Well, I've seen a lot of complaints from people who've watched my stuff. I think I've addressed this before. It's about the voice of Plagueis. It's not Daniel Davis. Do you think people are just complaining just to complain? They're just whining. I don't like to dog on people, but I'm kind of annoyed by. I didn't use the voice, obviously, copyright, and I think the guy that's doing it is fine. I think people can just be so nitpicky about stuff. It's no one. Some people have never read the audiobook of heard the audiobook of Plagueis. So, this is again the whole Plagueis thing is just them introducing. It's me introducing them, or it's us introducing the book to some new viewers who've never heard Daniel Davis vocals. So hearing some petty comments, and I just see a lot of petty comments. I'm sure some of you guys can agree. Comments can be suffering. My goal is to get to 20K though. I would like to get to 20K. Personally, I feel Disney will use excuses to pound on us fans who have legit. Yes, that's a big thing. I hate with a passion. It's like, if you don't like this, you're a bigot, you're racist, or you're the problem with Star Wars. It's like, shut up. There were some people who complained about Andor, but for the most part, people liked that show. It's going to play some Battlefront if the game can actually play. In the recent interview, yeah, I mean, they want to just ignore that there's some facts that are, you're wrong about some things. It's just, I don't know. I don't pay attention to those interviews. I do not pay attention. All right, co-op missions. All right, well, let's do that. We'll do some co-op. How dare you not let us complain about complaining? Shit. Don't worry, I'm joking.
It should be a small matter to wipe out the pitiful rebel defenders here. Get it done.
Take the objective.
I'm disappointed in the community when it's come to the Acolyte. I do think it's the trife of Star. I do think it is trife, but I think some of the. I'm disappointed in Lucasfilm. Disappointed in some of the community. I'm disappointed. I think this is the worst time to be a Star Wars fan. It's not the best time. It's the worst time. There's people that make us look bad. I think there's people that make content that we don't care for. That's really for themselves than the Star Wars fans. And this isn't just me complaining, like, this is just a fact. And then there are people that are representing the fandom that are being just toxic as hell. I'm dead.
The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational.
And I think the good parts of being a Star Wars fan is really more of the fan content we've been getting. Not the official content, the fan content. And some of these.
Nothing will stop.
How'd I die? I don't even think, like, even though I hate the Acolyte, I don't even there's some things I would have liked to since seen. Like, I'm doing a video on the Acolyte. It'll probably come out August. Maybe August. It'll be a while before I do it, but you know, there could be things that can make it work, and they're not, you know, whoever wrote the show just is not good at writing anything Star Wars. Don't understand it. Could also be like, oh, you don't like anything new. Well, you don't like anything new. I like Andor, that's new. It just shows that story writers don't respect Lucas or respect. Yeah, I agree. But, you know, for all we know, Lucas might like this show. You know, I don't think he would. I don't know anyone who could. Unless they're like a Twitter stan or something. An X stan, a Tumblrino, or ooh, Tumblrino. Tumblr.
There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire.
Oh man, that's a silky
Your
smooth.
brilliance is a great asset to this empire.
So has anyone noticed that Palpatine, when he's talking to Vader, and when he just talks to Vader in general, he talks with a normal voice. It's not like this. He just talks with a normal voice. I kind of like that a lot.
Item Versio has arrived.
I think they need people like you. Well, thank you, Pennington. When I look at your name, I keep thinking of Paddington Bear. Paddington. this time.
At last we will have our revenge. The Jedi. You are mine.
I swear, something.
You I claim. Die.
Oh my god, I got ripped. I got ripped like ass there. I didn't even last that long.
We'll be defeated here unless we secure the area now. Rebel reinforcements are incoming.
Yoda. What? We lost?
So.
Oh, man. And we see people like Everest. Thank you. We see people like Everest with ease and produce quality. I must ask, what's their... We must ask, what's their agenda? I agree. All right, boys. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I want y'all to have a nice, wonderful 4th of July. And I will talk to you later. Okay? Okay. I think I already brought up what's coming up next. Episode 1, Plagueis, is coming up next. Probably be this month. Keep a big like eye out. Okay, and this is it. Good night, brothers. I wonder why they didn't bring Mace either. She should have been in that game too.